Yo, what is up, you guys? So DC has some more news for us this week as Blue Beetle has announced its new director for its upcoming movie. So I'm looking at this article from Yahoo Entertainment that stems from The Wrap, who first reported this article. But Charm City Kings director Angel Manuel Soto is set to direct Blue Beetle, DC Films and Warner Brothers' first superhero movie starring a Latino character. Individuals with knowledge of the project exclusively tells The Wrap. The screenplay is from Mexican-born writer Gareth Danet Alcacer, who wrote Universal Scarface remake and Sony's Miss Bala. In DC Comics, Blue Beetle is a superhero alter ego used by three different heroes, but the film will focus on Mexican-American teenager Jaime Reyes, the third character to assume the Blue Beetle mantle. Honored. The film is eyeing a fall production start with Zev Foreman executive producing for Warner Brothers. Blue Beetles was created by Charles Wojciechowski for Fox Comics in 1939 as their alter ego of Dan Garrett, a police officer who uses experimental vitamins to develop superpowers. After Fox went out of business in the 1950s, Charlton Comics obtained rights to Blue Beetle and reimagined Garrett as an archaeologist who receives his powers from ancient Egyptian technology. In 1969, Charlton introduced the character Ted Cord, an athlete and inventor created by legendary comics writer Steve Ditko as a new version of the hero. Charlton went out of business in the early 1980s, and its characters were bought by DC Comics, which introduced them into the mainstream DC universe after the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event. Ted Cord remained as Blue Beetle during the transition and notably served as Alan Moore's inspiration for the character Night Owl in Watchmen. I didn't know that. Created by Keith Giffen, John Rogers, and Coley Hammer in 2006, Jaime Reyes was introduced during the Infinite Crisis crossover event ahead the launch of a new Blue Beetle in May 2006. In contrast to Cord and Garrett, Reyes is a working-class El Paso teenager devoted to his family and with no connections to superheroes prior to receiving his powers. Jaime Reyes discovered the Blue Beetle scarab on the way home from school with two of his best friends, Paco and Brenda, half buried in a disused lot. Reyes took the scarab home, curious as to what it might be. That night, the scarab came alive and grafted itself to the base of Jaime's spine. Ooh, painful. And provided him with a suit of extraterrestrial armor which can be modified to enhance his speed and strength as well as to create weapons, wings, and shields. While DC has had Latino characters in its movie universe, albeit Jay Hernandez as El Diablo in Suicide Squad, Rosie Perez as Renee Montoya in Birds of Prey, and cast Latina Sasha Calais to play Supergirl, which I did my video a couple days ago on her. This will be the first standalone title to feature a Latino lead. All right. So, I'm not really familiar with Angel Manuel Soto. Charm City Kings, I haven't seen that movie yet. I think it's on HBO Max. I might actually watch it this weekend. But, apparently I've heard that movie was good. And, I think especially having a Latin director direct a Latin character is important. I feel like it makes it so much better in quality. So I'm interested in seeing this project. For me, I the only thing is just like we're really, starting Blue Beetle when we haven't even established we don't even have a Green Lantern movie. And I know we have Ryan Reynolds, but we're still missing a couple. We don't even have the main Justice League members having their first movie yet. So it's just crazy to think that we're on Blue Beetle, and I guess, Warner Brothers is trying to, push diversity and shit and, promote that. Although I think it's kind of forced. I think if you're going to do it, at least build the other characters first and then establish these storylines to connect with it. But, I think with DC, it's kind of separate from Marvel at this point, where Marvel has this cinematic universe. And, for DC, that's a good thing because you have a lot of freedom for a lot of directors where they can make all these individual stories and don't have to worry about connecting them to other directors' movies. This could be an independent story on its own. But, Blue Beetle is a very interesting character. I was a big fan of his whenever I watched Young Justice or anything Teen Titans properties. But he's an interesting character. I'm not familiar with the other two versions. Ted Corden and I can't think of the other guy's name. But Jaime Reyes, like, he's the Blue Beetle that I've known, is in Injustice as well, in those games. But I'm excited to see it, and I'm happy that the Latin community will get representation from a superhero on screen in its own title role as well. And seeing that the characters grew up in El Paso, that's actually pretty cool because if you guys don't know, I was actually raised in El Paso in my early childhoods. I still have family that lives down there. So it's just a real cool connection with that. I actually wonder if they're going to shoot some of the movie in El Paso. I mean, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, Blue Beetle. All right. That's my thoughts on Blue Beetle. I don't really know anything else. I've heard... I'm sorry. I've heard that they're actually planning on starting filming. What was it, August? Let me see. Okay, so yeah. The studio intends for the film to begin production in the fall of this year. If things go according to plan, it's possible for Blue Beetle to be released at some point between late 2022 and early 2023. That's interesting that they actually might start in the fall. Considering, I don't know, they just hired a director now. So, I guess, Hollywood and kind of movie making process, they really, kick things off really fast. I'm interested to see who they cast as Blue Beetle. I know there was the guy from Cobra Kai. A lot of people have been already starting a petition for him to be Blue Beetle. I wouldn't mind that casting, especially considering that he's kind of unknown besides Cobra Kai. So, I'll be interested in that process and seeing who they choose and exactly what story they're going with as far as villains and characters that will be in this movie as well. But yeah, definitely an interesting movie for DC and Warner Brothers to do, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. If you liked this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on on Manuel Soto directing the Blue Beetle movie. And let me know your casting choices for Jaime Reyes in the Blue Beetle movie. But yeah, that's all. All right, deuces.